guys! Today I'm going to be doing a spoiler-free review for Markswoman, and I'm not even going to attempt to say this author's name. The main character of this book is Kira, one of the youngest markswomen in the Order of Kali, one of 5 orders. And these orders are for elite warriors armed with telekinetic blades. Kira was rescued by the Order of Kali's leader at a very young age after her entire village was destroyed. And she spends the next 14 years training to avenge her family, but her plans change when her mentor dies in mysterious circumstances, and the person she feels is responsible ends up taking her position. Then things happen and Kira is forced to flee using a strange transport hub. And this transport hub ends up taking her to the Order of Kerr, which is the only order that consists of men. It is there that she meets Rustin and is trained by him to confront her mentor's murderer. There are a lot of names and terms that I left out in the summary because, honestly, I don't know how to pronounce a third of the words. I'm hoping the finished copy of this book comes with a pronunciation guide in the back. This book takes place in a post-apocalyptic world, and it has a blend of science fiction and fantasy. In the beginning, I didn't think that would be a good combination, but everything ended up fitting together really well. If you guys have read a lot of fantasy novels, you know that with fantasy novels comes a lot of information and world building that just needs to be done, and since this is just a duology, the majority of the world building and information you needed about the world happened in this book. But it was done in a way that wasn't terribly overwhelming or boring, but it did make the pacing incredibly slow. Since this book focused on the culture and world building, I'm hoping the second and final book of this duology focuses on the relationship between Kyra and Rustin. If it doesn't, the relationship will feel like insta-love, because there's absolutely no relationship development in this book at all. And when I say relationship development, I don't mean that they don't have an attraction for each other and that isn't noted in the book. I'm talking about relationship development as like getting to know each other, because any two characters can feel attracted to each other, especially when they never actually see people of the opposite gender. So the relationship needs to develop on a more personal level for it to be believable and not insta-love, which is something that I expect from contemporaries and not a fantasy. Now this is an arc, and if I stick to my uploading schedule, this video will go up the day the finished copy of this book is being released, January 23rd. Rating wise, I ended up giving this book a 2.5 stars. And I didn't give it that rating because I didn't like the book. I did, but there just wasn't enough character development for me. Now, will I be getting the second book? Yes. I do want to know how things are going to turn out in the end and what a relationship between Kyra and Rustin are going to do to their society. Am I going to buy it right away? Maybe. It depends on what kind of reading mood I am in when it comes out. If you guys want to know more about the book, or if you want to read other people's reviews for the book, I will leave a link to its Goodreads page in the description box below. But with that, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time. Bye!